What you can see behind me is an automation that I've built in n8n to answer all of the emails I get automatically. And if it can't answer a question, or if someone says, hey, I really want to speak to a human here, then this automation is able to send this ticket or this unanswered email to a human or to me, so I then can answer it manually. But everything else is done in here, and I will show you right now exactly how you can build this for yourself. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is actually to create an agent that is trained on all of our data. I will do this in Voiceflow because I think this is the best and easiest platform to do this. It is very intuitive. I'm a certified expert on here as well, by the way, so I know how this stuff works. It's pretty easy. You pretty much just have to sign up and create an account. By the way, I've pre-built an AI agent like this for you. You can just click the first link in the video description. It's my school group. You can sign in. It's completely free, and you can get a free chatbot yourself there. You can download it. It's a full tutorial in there as well on how to do that. Basically everything you need. So if you want to shortcut that and don't want to have to build this agent in here, then you can do that. If you don't trust me yet and you don't want to click on any links from me, which I can totally understand, then you can follow with me through in here. Okay, so the first thing we actually need to do is go to voiceflow.com. So we want to create an account, which is for you get started for free. I already have an account, so I don't need to do that, but I will take you through it step by step. You will have to put in your email address, create an account, set up a password, and then you can get started. Along the way, when creating your account, they will probably ask you to create an AI agent. If not, you can just go over here to projects. At some point, they will ask you to create an agent, which will look something like this. Put in nothing here. And click start from scratch, which will now put you to this pre-done agent they have for you with a pre-done prompt in here. You can change this around however you like. You can as well, if you click in this little blue icon here, tell them, hey, change this prompt in XYZ way to my business name. I want to answer it. I want it to respond like this. I want it to respond like this. I have pre-written this prompt for you as well inside of this school group that I've created, which again is totally free. I actually suggest you go there to cut through all of this boring work. But once we have created our agent, basically, so that it can actually answer from stuff, we need to go over here to this little brain icon and click on add new data sources, and here you can choose how you want to add in your data sources that in the end the bot will be able to answer from to the people in your email. I suggest using your website here. You can do this by clicking on sitemap, actually put in the domain of your website. Let's pull up my website, and then you write sitemap.xml and you hit continue. And now every page on your site and every sub page will be listed in here. You can import all of that. It will train the agent on that, so now it will know everything that is written on your website very precisely. If you have anything more, any PDFs, anything else, you can put this in here as well. The more it knows, the better. Everything that the agent knows, it will be answering from. So if you feed any secrets of your business in here, probably not a good idea, because anyone who's writing you an email will be able to get these informations out of the chatbot. We can get started on n8n. Again, create an account here, set it up, start a new workflow, and then in that new workflow, you will start with a Gmail trigger. You will have to put in your credentials here for your Gmail account. So sign up with Google, put them in here, allow them to make changes, and allow them to have the access to your Gmail account so that your agent in the end will be able to answer all of these questions. Put the mode to, you can put this to every minute or every month. This is just the frequency in which emails will be answered. So if I send an email to your email address and you've put this to a month, then I will get the response only once a month, right? So if you put it to every minute, then every minute the agent will check whether there is a new email, and every new email will be answered within a minute. Pretty cool. Okay, so the event is a message received, and the filters is unread messages only. So if you have actually gone into your email account and you have answered a message already, then the chatbot doesn't need to re-answer that email. So only put this on unread emails only. Hey, this is Tim from the video editing chair. You're in my actual room right now with my protein powder boxes and my sofa and my few Marvel comics over there, because I'm a huge Marvel Comics fan. Either way, I'm about to tell you complete bullshit for the next few minutes. I want to tell you that the next step, which you may see is an if step, that this was important for this workflow we're building in here, but this is actually only important for when the chatbot catches someone type an email or a phone number into that it then captures this phone number and sends it to me via email. So this is a story for a whole nother video, and this is not important for this one. So you can just basically skip this if step. I'm going to cut out everything that I said for this second if step that would originally be coming right now. And I'm just going to cut all of that out because I don't want to make this more complex than it already is. So you can basically ignore this if step, which is between the Gmail step and this custom browse step, which I'm going to explain right now. You will connect the true path of this to a new Gmail. And here you'll connect your Gmail account again. The resource we have is a message. The operation is mark as unread. Actually, I can run this for you. Okay, the workflow was run through successfully. So now we know that whichever email I've gotten the last was not sent by me, and you want to put in the message ID from the Gmail triggers. So over here, you will have these different cards. So you'll get this message ID from the email you've gotten last. And this last step is just a Google Sheet so that we can collect this lead. Whoever has sent us this email will be collected inside a Google Sheet with the timestamp, with the email, with the user ID, which in this case is their email address, and whichever question or whichever message they have sent. For this, we will have to set up a Google Sheet, connect our Google account that we have created the sheet in to this n8n workflow, select whichever, say, sheet within document, then select append row, and then by ID or just from list, and choose out of all of the different sheets that you have within the Google Sheet account, select the one that you just have created for collecting all of these leads. You can see my table over here. In this, we want to create different rows. The one we should name timestamp so that we know when the email was sent. The other, I have platform because I have another agent which is handling all of this via phone. So anyone who calls me will first get picked up by the agent. So the agent will answer that phone request and then answer back to him. This is saved in here as well. If you want to have a tutorial on that as well, just write it in the comments or whatever, and then I can do a tutorial on this as well. But platform, if you only want to answer via email, it's not necessary. User ID, question, and then the bot response, so you can see whether the bot has responded. For example, in this one, I can see, okay, the bot has responded, and in this one, this is empty, so the bot has not responded to this one. So we want to have these different columns. By the way, you can put an answer and a transcript as well. So if you have answered and you click all of these to yes, then you will able to see as well which is answered and which is not. So put all of these time step, platform if you want to, user ID, question, bot response, and answered. Transcript would be just the transcript of the whole conversation. If you want to have that in as well, so you can read through the whole conversation you had with that individual or the bot had with that individual, then you can put in a transcript here as well. Okay, back to n8n. We want to choose the timestamp of now for this one. You will be able to find this in variables and context. Just choose now. Put it in here. Platform for this is email, obviously. The user ID you can pull from the Gmail trigger will be the email address of whoever sent you that email. The question will be their message, so this snippet over here. And then the rest you will leave blank because in this line right here, we are inside of this email wasn't answered by a bot. So you can leave the rest of this blank. Okay. This is that. We will go back to this if where we started, and now we go to the meaty stuff where it's actually answered by an agent. So we put an HTTP request next. We want to put in post here, and then this is the URL you need for this. It's HTTPS, then this double point or whatever this is, / general-runtime.voiceflow.com/state/user/ and you then pick this variable from the Gmail trigger. /interact. This is what you have to put in here. You have to put in a generic credential type, a header auth, the header auth account, in which you have this connection, you have the name, this is authorization, and then the value. For that, we have to go back to our agent, go over to settings and API keys, and copy. I have another one, you will only see one API key in here. Copy our API key, go back and paste this in here. So now this is connected to the bot, so the agent knows where to send all of these requests to your bot. Then we have to put in the send headers with using fields. The name is authorization. The value is again your Voiceflow API key. Then we have the name version ID. The value for this is development. This means that whenever you update your bot, so you can when you make changes in here, you change whatever, you put in a new knowledge base, you change this workflow, then you hit publish, then your chatbot in here will take on this new version of the chatbot. So put version ID development. Then you put in a new variable or a new authentication, which is content type, and then application slash JSON. Hit send new body using JSON, you're using Java. And then you just put in this very simple code snippet here. It's just this. I'm afraid you have to type that out. So you put action, type text, and then payload and variable JSON dot snippet, and you close that off, which is the snippet from the if or this snippet from your Gmail trigger. You can just pull it in here. Very cool. That's all for this one. Then you have this if here. And you have two conditions. So if the payload message from your HTTP request, which is this one here, you can see this text block. So if what the chatbot has written, which is this text here, contains anything that says, sorry, I was not able to answer that, which ideally inside of your Voiceflow agent, when you edit this agent, somewhere in here you tell him, if you're not able to answer a question, say, sorry, I was not able to answer that. And then exactly what you told him to say when he's not able to answer a question, you put in here. So whenever the chatbot isn't able to answer something, it will say, I'm afraid I'm not able to answer that, or whatever you told him. And this then picks that up. Why we do this, I will explain in a second. Or the payload of the message, so this text here, contains, okay, I will notify a human, which the chatbot will say when the user wants to notify a human. Then, if that is true, you send this to this Gmail trigger we've put up here before, so that if the chatbot is not able to answer a question or the user wants to speak to a human, then the chatbot won't send an answer. The email will just be sent to your email inbox or be read as or be marked as unread, so that you can then answer that. And the false string, meaning that if the user doesn't want to speak to a human and the question was able to get answered, we will go to this next Gmail step right here. You connect your Gmail account again, put message mark as read, so you know, okay, this email was answered. And then the message ID should be the ID from your Gmail trigger that you've received. So this whole step we have here will, whenever an email was able to get answered, it will be read as it will be marked as unread. And then in the next step, we will send the answer email, which is connect your Gmail account, put in message, operation, reply. The message ID we want to reply to, again, is from the Gmail trigger, the ID. Then the email type is text. And the message, you can go to HTTP request and pull in this text snippet in here. I'm just going to show you how this works. We delete this. We pull in this here, and we have to save this again. And then the email will get answered by the bot. So that the bot response we have just captured in here. If this is not, sorry, I was not able to answer this, or, oh, you want to speak to a human. So if the chatbot is able to clearly answer the user's question, it will mark the message as read and reset and send its answer that it has. And then we again put this into the same Google Sheet we have put above. We put in the timestamp now. Email, the user ID is their email address, their question is their question. We can as well put in the chatbot answer here, which again you can pull from the side, and hit answered to yes. So remember to activate the workflow when you're done. Okay, so this is all. You now have your complete automation and the agent. I hope I was able to explain all of this enough for you to understand. I know it's as well a lot to understand because it's really techy, and as well I'm not yet as good in explaining. You can see I'm only doing this stuff for about a year now. I hope to get better. If you have any tips, let me know them in the comments on how I can do all of this better, because I'm still learning as well. But I hope I was able to transfer you my knowledge as best as I could, and I hope you were able to do this for yourself so you no longer have to answer all of these emails all day. Okay, so the first link in the video description, as I said, you can cut it short, get the chatbot, don't have to set all of that up. You'll get 1 month free of Voiceflow Pro as well. This is because I'm an expert there and they seem to like me. So with my link, you can get a month free. And you can go ahead and watch this video right now. A lot of people liked it, so I hope you like it as well. Goodbye.